wherever and whenever you are. Wow, my computer's being so much better behaved without Roll20 open. It's
Oh,
just like,
fantastic.
just relaxing.
Goodbye, Roll20.
Okay, everything clear through the mind now. Oh, it looks like Steven's about to jump in too. Cool. Hey friends, how you doing? Thank you for jumping in. Bribras, good to see you. And Rishi, hello mate. I'm going to lurk for quite a while. You lurk as long as you like, mate. As long as you like, mate. See, everyone's driving. Well, I mean, I don't know what she was doing inside of a whale in the UK, Rishi. But I'm glad she made it back. The country doesn't have an H. But anyway, my cousins are half Welsh. I have a Welsh aunt, Auntie Nest.
That does sound Welsh.
It does it? I just love how they've kept. Oh, my clever, thank you, legend. All that support last week as well. At the start of the week too. I see, Rishi. I see. Thank you, McLeod. I hope you're doing well. Today, folks, we have something a little special. We have a rolling start for starters. Players are rolling in from time to time. Corbin will be back ASAP, and everyone's favourite Underdark grandma will be here, knitting with that spider silk sweaters for everyone. Sounds quite.
Those are my favourite.
Super soft or sticky. It depends which way kind of webs. But
John,
anyway.
this is a family stream.
Says who?
Mhm.
Since when?
I invited the wrong people. Okay. So, today, friends, we are continuing our Out of the Abyss campaign, but also taking a little rules detour as we do. And we got some of these to play with. Rattle. Glitter. Okay. Oh, come on. There they go. Ugh. 2 1s and a 2. That's horrible. We are playing a bit of a dice pool system today because, as luck would have it, our adventurers are about to infiltrate the Tower of Mages that is the center for arcane learning and archmagery here in Menzo Baranzan. And they are going to jump into the Tower of Sorcerer. So, we decided, and this is kind of a present for Mike as well, because I know how much he loves it, to have ourselves a one-shot, just one day only, today only, but also kind of a precursor for certain ideas that we have swimming around for later on. We have ourselves a Blades in the Dark one-shot, hence my background here. There is no moon. Ignore the moon.
Ignore them.
No, don't look at this. There you go. There, better.
The moon is a government conspiracy.
Perfect.
There is no moon in Bossing Sea.
There's no moon in Bossing Sea. Yes.
It's a Selûnite. It's a Selûnite conspiracy. So, we are going to be using the Blades in the Dark rules. This is a D6 dice pool system. The basis for the recent Candela Obscura, heavily influenced by this Blades in the Dark system, and acknowledged as such. I was disappointed with myself. I let myself get sucked into the there's like, they're just copying Blades in the Dark, and then I actually got Candela Obscura, and they very heavily said that it was their major influence, and they had back and forth on Twitter about how they were supporting each other and stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, don't believe the first thing you read. So, as we left our adventurers last time, they were in the ruins. I see a grandma. Bear with us a second, folks.
Grandma?
Grandma.
Grandma!
There she
Bachan Doko.
is.
Bachan
There.
Doko.
Oh.
Yo.
On the road again.
Looking as
okay,
gorgeous as ever.
Us play some little. I mean, it kind of makes sense that that Mike would be the GM, but no. But no.
Not today.
Not
Mike, I hope you're
today.
prepared.
Okay, there you go. Is that...
Maybe tomorrow, but not today.
He's not the German, he's not Kalo. Anastasia. No, what are you doing? Why are there two Anastasias? No! It's the simulacrum! The simulacrum
Wait,
comes
hold on.
back
Back to
haunt
I was
haunting.
gonna
me.
say,
No.
Like, no, not this again, not this again.
Hang on. Why? Oh, I know. It's because on the other screen I changed Zakan's frame to be Anastasia, so that's why we now have double Anastasia. Okay, so hang on.
Anastasia.
Hang on.
All the way.
That needs to go over
Oh.
there.
Double Anastasia. Oh,
Across the sky.
What does it mean?
so intense.
Then finally, we just need to do that, and that, and that is correct as long as we change this. Anastasia wannabe, we see you, Grandma. You're
What do
nuts.
you mean?
Anastasia.
Master of disguise.
I don't think I want to shoot fire like that,
Enemies
actually.
grumble in fear and confusion. Okay, where is Zakan's frame? There it is.
Just
Boom, there we go.
Thank
Zakan.
Did you all chat up your sheets already?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, have you got? Did you see that link I put in the messenger?
Yeah,
There's a link there for a digital sheet that's nice and clickable and everything.
yeah. Did it seem like Lurk or Spider would be better for?
I think
first two.
Spider.
Yeah. It implies like old connections and
Right.
not physical.
And we decided because you guys are tier 3 as far as D&D is concerned, so we're giving an extra 6 dots to put into wherever you fancy.
Nice.
so a total of 10 dots.
Yes, total of 10.
Do you guys
Oh,
know
the
that
ones are
Card
nice.
like can do portfolios? Because I just found that out right now.
Nice.
Yeah, card is
Oh.
really good for it.
And then Zakan, everything else, because it plays in the dark, everything else like the memory work, please, the gear and all that kind of stuff, it just happens in the session. You just have to choose your load. Are you going light or regular? If you look in the bottom right there above.
Yeah.
the list.
Probably light, because I think
Mhm.
they don't carry too much with them as like a nomad.
Yes, and then have you got the dice room open?
Yep.
Can you give me a test roll? Just do a couple of
Oh, yeah.
d6s.
Guys,
I
we're
have it open on my
special. We get our
phone.
own
Yeah, open on my
dice
computer.
room.
Very on. It says Candela Obscura.
Hello, chat.
That's what I'm gonna. I'm gonna
Get
make
yourself
my
a dice room,
extra
Joe.
room.
Ooh. Okay,
Are we
let's
live?
just- Yes.
Oh.
Hey, chat.
Connie, RPing the grandma out of the gate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just assumed.
Yeah. No, I reckoned,
Did
but then
that-
I was like, oh, let's check.
So did that roll go?
Let's see.
Just
Well,
just click on the d6 however many times you fancy. Well, you're using d6s, but yeah, that worked. That's cool.
10's a better number than 6.
It
bigger.
is, but
But I rolled a 1. So
hey.
Oh dear.
So yeah, just click
Great
however many
start.
times. Basically, as a cleric, as a caster, you can use leveled spells to get extra dice, like an extra dice per level.
nice.
I think that's going to get crazy, isn't it? I think an extra dice per 2 levels. So if it's level 1 or 2 spells, 1 more dice, 3 or 4 is 2. And then any other special abilities that you have, because I want to, I don't want to debuff your character builds from D&D. We can just, it's very loosey goosey, and we're just having fun with it. So, however you
Yeah.
fancy. Okay, now, thank you, friends, for bearing with us. We're getting our grounds here, get our bearings here. Everyone has a crystal. A crystal can also be an extra dice, except Zakan. Sorry, somebody hook Zakan up if you got those Dream Pie channel points. And
For God's sake, people.
Respect your elders.
and we can jump into things right here. I just got through saying, they were in the ruins of Kalo's ancestral home that Bragan Death has now taken over, and you met with a certain Jarlaxle Bainray. And you told him about his sister, right?
We
Did.
did.
We did do that.
Yes. And he leapt
He
into
had a right
action
to know.
on that. Yes, he has he has charged some of his Brigand Death operatives to dress in House Bainray livery and escort you to Sorcerre so that you can get up into that region of the city and things no problem. But once you're inside the building, you're on your own. Now, one of the fun things about Blades in the Dark... No worries, McCullough, thank you. One of the fun things about Blades in the Dark is we have these clocks that you can fill up pie slice by pie slice. And if they fill up, then something happens. I am starting a clock from the get-go, which is known as Bad News Travels Faster.
Oh,
What could that bad news be?
Should
I wonder.
Did anything happen recently?
that clock fill, then gossip, because the house itself is trying to keep it under wraps as best as possible.
Mhm.
But the news of the most powerful person, wow, Lucicia's 40 stream streak, that's amazing.
Wow.
Thank you so
Good
much.
on you.
The news of a certain very powerful figure of Mensa Branson having died in wild space will reach the people, the good people of Mensa Branson, and will cause all of the Nine Hells to break loose. They did the Abyss already. Next is the Nine Hells. And the Tower of Sorcerre has something interesting. Luckily, Grino still is with you, and he has access through the Brotherhood of Spiders. You know, these archmages that want to intricate themselves into the government of Mensa Branson, whilst keeping loyal to Lolth. He via his contacts in Sorcerre, he knows the password, which will give you an hour of time inside the tower before it changes. Now, if you don't have that password, then the entire tower goes on a lockdown and becomes under the effects of a guards and wards spell. This is very bad. A guards and wards spell means that all of the corridors are filled with magical fog. All of the doors are locked with arcane lock spells. Every door in the tower. And stairways are completely clogged with the web spell. And other various effects jump in as well. So it'll make it very, very hard. Oh, Phantom, thank you so much for coming in with a crystal for Zakan. You can add a dice when you wish, Zakan. Hey, Phantom, we're playing Blades in the Dark today, so it's a bit little change up here. Now, friends, as you know, the lovely joys of Blades in the Dark, one of the things we don't have to sit here and plan for hours about how we're going to do this. We have our flashback system. So if at any point something that arises in the game would be aided by having done something beforehand, we can take a little bit of stress and flash back to that and determine just how useful that was. Now, where's the stress mark? Oh, there it is on the left side of your player sheet there. Harm is down below that. Nice little fillable boxes there. If you take harm, it goes in the bottom box there, level 1. If you take another, then you get to fill that up there. If you take harm at level 1, when both boxes are full, it becomes a level 2 one. And if that carries on, if you get up to level 3, you're in a very bad way. But you'll be fine. Any harm for Anastasia will be self-inflicted.
Listen.
Just saying. 200 plus damage.
You haven't even started.
In melee. Okay, so as I think we join now, Kayla, as you reminded me before, we need to decide our opening style here, our mission style here. Would you like to teach the class, talk to the class, please, about what options we have available here?
Welcome back to school, motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
Part of Blades in the Dark, and the wonders that is that there's two components. The first is the opening scene, which sets you up whether or not you start out with a little bit of benefit or a lot of harm. But before all that happens, your crew, which is your gang, needs to determine what kind of job you'll be doing, and there are 6 different options. So, Anastasia and Zakan, you tell me which one of these makes the most sense to you. I will follow your lead. We have 6 altogether, which includes assault, do violence to a target.
Stop smiling, Anastasia.
This
There are more
might
options.
have an
There are
early
more
winner.
options.
Anastasia raises her hand.
Both hands. Yes,
It's
yes.
like that's the one.
Both of those.
Like,
I don't need to hear
push
the
the
others.
button to kill
Okay.
somebody, or why'd you push the button already?
What does this button do? The second is deception, lure, trick, or manipulate. The next is boring. It's stealth, trespass unseen,
That's what-
occult,
That's what the module suggests.
engage.
By the way.
A boo.
Yeah, and it suggested
Occults.
diplomacy for talking to.
The module's been wrong on a great many number of things. Occult, engage a supernatural power. Anastasia. Social, negotiate,
Can that read
bargain,
into the
or
first two?
persuade. Or transport. Could be really fun if we can finagle it. Carry cargo or people through danger.
I mean, on the way out, you'll be transporting the Grump's grimoire, hopefully.
A little more than that. If we get lucky.
It's okay, Phantom. The automatic TPK is always there. It's just just a little flick switch I've got.
Hanging over.
The automatic TPK choices us. So what are you guys thinking? You want to assault? You want to deceive? You want to stealth?
Sword
You
of
want to be
Damocles.
occult? You want to be social, or do you want to transport?
TPK of Damocles.
Don't all jump out at once.
I mean, trying to stealth seems like the way we probably would have planned it.
He'll sound so disappointed.
Considering, like,
Yeah.
you know, in the like the GTA, like, you know, star system of how much heat we got on us, it's like we're starting at a couple already.
I got 5 stars already.
I mean,
Yeah,
heat
yeah.
heat is a thing in this game, Steven. So.
That's right. Yeah. So I mean, you know, in whatever kind of planning session, I think Zakan would have opted for stealth in, out, grab it, go.
Now the whole crew's here.
Yay.
Yo.
So we got 1 for stealth.
Ew.
one vote for stealth.
give
I'll
Corbin
take
the
one.
options again, Kayla. Just the titles.
Buns,
Let's
you are
go
just in time for the best part of the thing. We're planning what we're doing. So I'll give you a
Ooh.
couple options. You tell me which plan sticks out to Corbin. Assault. Do violence to a target.
See?
Deception. See, we got 2 already. Deception.
No,
Lure-
keep going. Keep going.
Deception, lure, trick, or manipulate. The boring choice, stealth, which Zakan thinks is a good idea. Trespass unseen. Occult, engage a supernatural power. Negotiate. Through social, you can negotiate, bargain, or persuade. Or transport, carry cargo through danger. Zakan is taking the reasonable choice of stealth. Now we're waiting on you
I
and
mean, I
Anastasia.
could fuck with a cult
to
as
make-
well. I can be
You can
convinced
fuck with
of
a cult.
Supernatural shit, or I could agree with sneaking in for shenanigan reasons. If sneaking in unseen puts me in a better position to set other things on fire later, then I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's what I was saying.
Right? It's called repositioning. That's all. The
Zakan
fire will
immediately
come later.
suspicious of how
Right.
everyone's in favor of the stealth
Shit.
plan. You
We
guys went with the
belong
stealth
here.
plan very easily.
Right? I like
true.
premeditated we belong here-ness.
Yeah.
Remember, Grin or Still is with you, Corbin. So, aiming class. And So they have connections to the Council of Spiders, the archmages that want to get a foothold in Mensa Baranza, that our archmage out in the our exiled archmage is a member of. So you have the password to give you an hour in the tower without the automatic defenses going off.
That would be deceive.
Yeah.
Route.
You know that ex-matriarch, deceased matriarch, had ordered Grump's quarters off limits. So that's going to have to be dealt with regardless. But, and you know that his grimoire is supposed to be in the inner sanctum.
Interesting.
So we're going stealth with promises of shenanigans, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't make promises your ass can't cash later. When the shenanigans begin, there will be no stopping us. You do know that.
Indeed.
But yeah, I vote stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the
So
smarter
Zakan has spoken to voice of reason, and the kids, for once, have finally listened. So,
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we're all in agreement that we're going to handle this quietly and no shenanigans.
But also,
Just
Zakan,
looks at
Oh, dude, like the
Just
camera pans
exchanging a look.
behind all of us with our fingers crossed. No shenanigans. We all say in unison.
All right.
He's let us shenan once, guys. Let's shenan again.
A single shenan.
let's shenan.
It was right there.
What have you?
It was right there.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
shenan once, that's on you. Shenan again.
You're shenan again.
Hey.
There you go. Use that for the
Shenan
game you
again.
were telling us about. Use that one.
Now, Corbin, there's also Blaze in the Dark has clocks, which can be triggered by various bad things, or there are good ones too. And I have started one right from the get-go, which is bad news travels fast. And if that fills up, then word of the matriarch of House Bainray dying will reach Mensa Baranzan, and the entire city will go into panic mode, including a lockdown of major facilities.
No.
So, do not fill that up. So,
Or do.
the members of Brigand Death, dressed as House Bainray, liveried guards, escort you through the streets of Mensa Baranzan. The towering houses of this lower level but still upper class district are up on either side of the streets. There towers and covered walkways glaring down on those below, and there are people coming and going here, matriarchs and on palanquins borne by household staff. There are drow guards mounted on lizards and giant spiders patrolling the streets, and other folks, lizard folk, Sverfneblin, and other indentured members of the community that are scurrying about their business, trying to be out on the streets in this part of town as little as possible. You make your way across towards the east side of this gigantic chamber, the central spire illuminated about 2/3 of the way up for today, and you make your way towards the lofty shelf of cavern, which is the home of the Tower of Sorcerer, the head temple of Loth, and the council chambers of this Underdark city. The honor guard delivers you safely and unaccosted to the exterior of Sorcerer, and Grin Ostil, your contact, meets with a member of the Council of Spiders. Now, remember, at any point, we don't spend a bunch of time planning and sorting out things and preparing gear, because we have the mechanics to deal with that as it comes up. If a situation comes up where you could have done something to prepare for it, we can do a flashback at any time. There are also ways to get extra dice on the rolls called Devil's Bargains, which I might offer or you could ask for, which is collateral damage and things like that that could get you extra dice. And remember, there are ways to help each other. You can take stress to give your friends the help action, the equivalent of the help action. One person can offer to lead an action, which means everyone rolls and we take the best number of everyone's dice. But the leader of that action takes a stress for each failed dice roll. And then there is the always the option to resist. If something bad happens to your character or there's an outcome that you don't like, you can choose to resist it. Now, when you resist something, it automatically doesn't happen, but you have to take stress. And if you take stress of 6 minus a dice roll.
So you're telling me nuh-uh is a mechanic?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
This is
And
very...
that's
No.
that's
whole
like
thing-
that every time now. You gotta go straight.
Okay, clever. It's going to be a slightly bastardized introduction to the system, but I hope you have a good time anyway. Now, it's very player focused. Like whenever you want to do something, whenever there's a situation that requires a roll that would be dangerous or challenging, you choose which of your skills that you have dots in that you want to use. Now, Corbin, have you got that hound sheet?
Yes.
Cool. Have you added dots?
No.
It started with 4, I believe, right, Kalo?
Yeah. You
Right?
get to put 10 dots anywhere, Corbin,
Yes.
but you cannot
Ten.
have more than 3
Ten.
dots on one skill.
Yes.
You're making me do math.
no, just
That's
the max.
what D&D is for.
The max possible is 3.
Yes. You can put 10
And
dots
then
anywhere.
just choose any of those that make sense for Corbin.
You can't have more than 3 dotty dots.
So hunt and prowl and skirmish, and I would say probably survey and things like that are good for Corbin.
Yeah.
And Buns, are you in the dice room as well?
That I am not in yet.
No
I'm
problem.
clicking.
Just if you
now.
just open that link, it'll be right there for you. And there's just D6 at the bottom that you can choose to roll from.
Dice.
Okay,
Maybe.
just a little bit of Phantom, yeah. I did a Blades in the Dark session in Greyhawk. It was my speciality apparently. Is Blades in the Dark in D&D settings.
This is just called bees. I'll keep these.
Bees.
This is bees.
And then Corbin, the last thing you need to decide is your load in the bottom right on that first sheet. Are you going in light or normal? We decided heavy was too geared up to be conspicuous.
Geared up.
Would be too conspicuous, yeah.
Yeah. So for gear, 3 of the boxes, and you can tick any of them off, would be considered light. If you tick off 4 to 5 boxes, that's considered a normal load. It can be anything. You have no restriction.
Yeah.
Pick anything you want.
But you have to choose the load beforehand.
Yeah,
that's all. And you
Well, it's Corbin,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna say that they're probably gonna do just 5 normal,
okay.
which I guess is just the darker box.
No, it's everything. Darker boxes and
Yeah, you can choose
lighter
from
boxes.
from any of those items, but you choose when it comes up in the game, not at the start. So you don't have to say what you have.
Okay. Well, following my monkish ways, I'm gonna go with light.
Okay.
3 things.
No problem.
I've learned
Light
from my
blue.
days of my bag of holding. I will not overstuff.
Okay.
I'm kind of like looking through the options, and I'm like, okay, all right. I could probably really only think of how to use like 3 of these things to really, really
No
do.
problem, no problem. And
We
like,
also picked
Piece of
one
madness.
special ability, right?
yeah, no, one special ability
Yep.
too.
You guys all choose one special ability.
Okay. Now only one of these. Let me see.
John, what do you think about our dice pool for the engagement roll? Do you think we did pretty good in the beginning of the last few sessions? Do you think we get extra d6s for the engagement roll?
Yeah, I think the way that's worked out so far is that the start of getting hooked up with Bragan Death and having Grinnos still with you it's a pretty good situation. Yeah.
So how many additional d6s do you want to give us?
I will give you a total of well, let's roll one each. So everyone on the dice roller just click 1d6 and let them fly.
1d6.
Oh, interesting.
Is it 3?
Oh no. Oh no.
5?
That's
oh no,
better.
we're all bees.
It's okay.
We're all bees.
They chose
Another
the
5.
bees.
One more. And a 5. And that's that. Who did 2 dice?
Oh, it might have been me because it didn't accept it. Whatever
Grandma.
the first one was.
Not
You don't have to
again.
roleplay the grammar quite so much. Thank you, Roblox.
We got a mixed result.
Yes, that is a mixed result there.
I'll change my name.
No problem.
Then
Gotta
you just
click
click
on
the
the-
top corner with the letter, and you just change the color in the name.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to say that your mixed result means, like, because you still have the password, you still have the Council of Spiders connection to get into the tower. The mixed result there is that as you were marching through the town to get to Sorcerer, one of your honor guard, these Brigand Death operatives, one of them peeled off and went to meet with someone as you were being marched through, but there was no chance to kind of ask where they were going, what they were doing, and they had a whispered conversation in an alleyway between 2 Menzabaranzan properties here, and the rumor of a certain matriarch's demise has started to spread. So I will be filling in 1 clock segment for Bad News Travels Fast. Okay.
She's not dead. She's taking a long vacation she'll never come back from.
In space.
In space.
In a lot of different parts.
I heard her mental state was out of this world.
Ah.
She was feeling a
10 out of
little
10.
burnt out.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. So, difference. You enter through the doorway speaking the password and not triggering the defenses of Sorcerer, and find yourself within the Great Tower. It is an awe-inspiring sight as you come towards it, just reaching up towards the cavern's roof, a slender spire with webbing and patterning carved into the stonework of this once mighty stalagmite that has been magically adjusted and shaped into the perfect size for their means and needs here. And you also enjoy an amazing view of the city as you look back from the plateau that you're on and out across the city. Passing through the grand doors at the front of the tower, you find yourselves on the interior. A corridor stretching off and curving out of sight to the left and right with various doorways along its length. Grin thanks the Council of Spiders agent that you met with, and they go scuttling off so as not to be seen with you. And over to you, my friends. What would you like to do?
Well, I want to see what kind of defenses we're working with here. Either that or activity. So if you don't mind, John, I would love to survey the area. Just to
Okay.
see what activity is going on between both those corridors.
Okay. Remember, everyone has a crystal, so you can add an extra dice whenever you fancy. But yes, so Kalo, how is your survey roll?
That's going to be 2d6s.
Okay.
That was awful. A 3 and a 1.
That is a 3 and a 1. Okay.
That's a 3.
Mike, could you also roll me a d20?
Yeah. Please get a natural 1. Just an 8.
And 8. Okay. As that failure on the survey roll means it takes a little longer for you to find where you need to be and to find the stairway sweeping up into the tower above. And you... Yes, 6 is a success, McClover. A 4 or 5 is a mixed success. And then a 1, 2, or 3 is a failure. You... With that extra time taken, Kalo, trigger an encounter here in the tower. But an 8 on the d20 is a giant spider. As you are making your way along the corridor, this is not a bustling place, right? These are academics. They're all tucked away in their own studies and self-obsessed focuses on the arcane arts in their various laboratories and little offices. And there are occasional people moving around, but if you fail on these rolls, an encounter will be triggered like this. The giant spider, often used as just companions and messengers and things here in the tower, comes scuttling by on the ceiling above you.
I look up.
It looks like it's going to pass if you don't do anything. Are you going to let it go or what?
No more new pets.
Basically, I'm like,
I'll feed you.
We have giant spider at home.
I know. We have spider at home.
the spider at home, and it's just Webster inside of his ball, just dancing like, "Do you remember?" just completely.
Smash cut into the interior of the Poke's room. He's like, "Don't you dare! Don't you dare!"
You raggedy bitch!
You raggedy bitch.
Wow. Webster's in a monologue is abrasive.
He goes,
The duality of spider.
"Will protect sweet squish dad." Also, you raggedy bitch. They're just an oldest child. That's just an oldest child.
Okay. So, yes. Restraint is imparted here, and the giant spider scuttles by on the ceiling, moving on and off down the corridor. And you see, it seems to have gone up onto the ceiling, seeing you, with you coming nearby. So once it's gone past you, it goes down the wall onto the floor again and continues scuttling along.
And is it possible that I could survey the spider as it went past? It's not anything important. There's not anything on it. It's not on its way to do anything, right?
I mean, it had a couple of pouches and things on it. Yes, like I said, sometimes they used for, like Grin says, sometimes they're used for messages.
That's what I mean. But probably nothing we would pay attention to right now.
Yeah, you don't really want to be working or interacting with the normal goings on of this tower. You just want to focus on Grump's study, and that's all. Now, after a little extra time with that failed roll, you do manage to find the swooping staircase that goes round the interior of the outside wall and then up into the levels above. And I am going to need a So let's get my. I need to get a prowl check, please.
Everybody?
Well, this is from everyone. So, if you want, somebody can choose to lead this one.
I have no prowl, but I can roll if you want.
I could.
Yeah, I only
I
have
could lead
one.
it. I am Prowly.
Yeah,
You're
I'm also
Prowly.
Prowly. Who are you really Prowly?
I'm 3 Prowly.
It doesn't matter who.
Ooh,
It doesn't really matter who leads it. They just take the stress for fails.
Mhm.
So, but it just means that
Wow.
everyone rolls, and we take the highest of everyone. So,
Yeah. I think leading it is a good idea. So
okay.
and
So yep.
it
Zakan
feels like
takes the
I
lead
was
on that one.
the stealthy suggester.
Okay. So, Anastasia, you just have the 1 dice in prowl,
Yeah, I got no dots in prowl.
right? And that was your 4, right?
Yep.
Before. Okay, so that's a 4. Kalo.
I have nothing, but I can take
Roll-
a stress
just
to
roll.
gain a die.
I think these you have to roll these stealth checks, so just roll 1 dice instead.
All right, everyone. Here we go.
Also 4. Okay.
That's
Corbin.
not bad.
Corbin gets a
Oh,
6.
oh.
Okay.
Holy shit.
And Zakan.
Looks like a
No,
3, a
Zakan
5,
just
and a
rolled.
6.
Oh, sorry. So that was yours and Corbin.
Okay, I have 2. So I roll 2.
Yes, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Roll.
Snake eyes. Oh, 1 and a 6.
Oh, the
Either way.
duality, but the
Which
6
way?
the 6
Ah!
supersedes.
Ah!
The 6 supersedes.
Okay, so you start to make your way up the stairway towards the higher levels of the tower, and Zakarn, you take 1 stress. There was only 1 failure in everyone's rolls there.
Oh.
Like, I guess the way that works out, it's actually kind of bad if everyone has. If you do a group section, everyone has prowl, because then there's going to be more failures on the dice, right? I guess if everyone has prowl, then you don't need to make it a group check. Right?
Okay.
That's the way to do that, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, Zakan, you just take 1 stress. As there was just only 1 failure in there. I think
We just got to the staircase. We're already stressing you out.
Right.
I think this is stress rolling over from the fact that everyone agreed to the stealth mission so readily. He's like they're fucking with me, right? They're fucking with me.
Like, it's just anxiety.
Some-
It's not even the stress
something's
meter. It's
gonna go off.
anxiety
You
meter.
know what? That's how we know we've been doing our job. Your nervousness. Yeah.
But that is a success. So you do manage to avoid the other members of this tower. Let me just see what goes by. Oh, it was another giant spider kind of goes scuttling by, but you kind of just step back out of its sight there.
It's peripherals.
Indeed. Now, you climb up into the higher levels of the tower here, and you need to find out. Grin doesn't know which was Gromph's chambers. Now, he was the high mage of the tower, so you need to just get up as high as possible, you would assume, if the normal kind of hierarchy of things is being observed. So how would you like to try and discover the location of Gromph's chambers?
Well, did we know beforehand or find out from someone, perhaps in a flashback, that the chambers are the only bit that's being closed off and guarded?
You had heard that they were being watched over.
So then I think probably what the con would be interested in doing is just trying to track the movements of people who look like their security, or if there are specifically or even if there's people avoiding a certain area, that they look like they're warily not going to a certain place,
Okay.
like any place that seems like it's guarded and shut off, observing the movements of the people in the tower to do that.
Okay. So, what would you like to use there?
So I think that would be hunt. Gather information about its locations and movements.
Okay,
A target's locations and movements.
sure. Yeah, I'd say it's hunt or survey, whichever you fancy.
Yep. Hunt is a better one for me. So,
Okay.
So that's 3 for that.
I would flavor this as like, you know, you're listening in on conversations of like servants walking by, or you know, that kind of thing there.
Yeah, or maybe I guess since we're doing hunt, like it's like spotting someone who's definitely a guard, like based on a conversation, and then like watching where they go, and
Yep.
just sort of sneaking around, following them.
Okay. Any assistance from your compatriots here?
Oh.
Oh yeah, don't make the roll straight away.
Yeah, that's right. We loaded up with stuff.
I wish I could
Any
help you, but
assistance?
I've got nothing to help you with. At least right now. I guess I could survey.
You can take 2 stress to help with, you know, help listening in.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's take 2 stress.
Okay. Anyone else?
Or if there's any skills or things.
Skills.
How's Kilo helping out there? Translating?
So I would say between translating, probably keeping an active eye while Zakan's kind of tapping into just previous knowledge and just experience. Basically, like if Zakan might be in like sort of a trance or a study, will just be the eyes behind, you know, the operation.
Okay.
Just stay alert, I guess.
Gotcha. So, Zakan, with that assistance from Kalo, you have
one
an
more.
extra dice.
Yeah.
So I just do one more roll
Yes,
on
please.
top of what I did. Yeah.
A 3. Okay. So the best was a 5.
Yeah.
So you managed to, gain the intelligence that you're looking for and discover a likely guard who would be moving towards that area. And let's have a look here. Yeah, this was a risky, thing to reveal your presence to get this information. So I think let's have a look here. Yeah, I think that mixed success means it just takes a little longer than you'd hoped for. Okay, so I'm gonna fill in a segment of the bad news clock there.
Bad news bears.
It is an 8-segment clock.
On bad news.
And
So it's a whole pizza.
Right?
Well, hold on. If you fill up all 8 slices, we get pizza. So guys, if we get this done, we get pizza. So
Thanks for the pizza party, corporate. You guys did all that. Thanks for fighting God. We have a pizza party waiting for you in the office.
Vizarin, you fucking
One
asshole.
slice?
one slice, paper like cardboard thin crust, and like no marinara. They didn't say it was good. I said it was hot and ready.
Okay,
Little
so
Caesars is hot and fresh.
I said it was hot and ready. I didn't say it was good.
Oh god. Anyways.
I think we should distinguish between fresh and freshly made as well.
Yeah.
Fresh out the microwave.
It's hot.
Okay,
That's what it
so you managed to discover the guards. You overhear a couple of them. A guard talking to some of the other members of staff of the tower here. And he's like, "Yes, it is such a chore to be stuck up there with nothing to do. Well, I suppose that all of this will pass at some point. There have been no messages from outside? No changing of the guard? The servant's like, well, there was a contingent of Baronray guards delivered some visitors, but does not seem to be your replacements, I'm afraid. Very well. Well, back to watching an empty corridor. And starts to walk away. Now, I would like one more prowl check, please, to see if you can successfully follow this person. What's it? I need another check to see if you can follow this person. I mean, I said prowl. Is there anything else that could work?
Did I use hunt?
In what way?
While I can, in my mind, I'm taking prowl as like a sneaking behind them and everything, but if you're hunting them, you're deliberately trying to kind of like mark where they're going, maybe even kind of herd them somewhere else. If they do turn out to be important, I'd like to start the process of cornering them.
Okay.
So I would like to look at it from that perspective as opposed to like prowling and just trying to follow them. Could I?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got 3 in hunt.
Okay. Excellent. And you have a crystal if you want it.
I also have a thing that says when you addressed a challenge with tracking or violence, and that's how I earn XP.
I mean, that's just kind of for if we're playing a campaign.
Like something
so,
else?
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't need to worry about it.
I didn't know if it was just a wording thing.
No
Okay,
problem,
so let
no
me
problem.
roll 3 of these bad boys. Chop, chop, chop.
Ooh, okay. A mixed success on the 4.
Right, like either way I get 4. If I go with the highest, it's 4.
It's always the
If I
highest.
pick- yeah.
Don't worry. You can ignore those 2s.
Okay. All right. Do I add anything else to it?
No, that's unless and you have to if you wanna use anything to get extra dice, say so beforehand.
Okay. I don't think I have anything.
Before we've seen the. I mean, if you use any of your like D&D characters' abilities or anything like that, let me know.
Oh, can we still use that?
If you have spells and things like that, yes.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
I gotta open something else then. I mean, I'm done with what I want to do, but
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. You are. Let's look here. I forgot where the. So I'm just looking at something here. Okay, so there we go. Okay, yeah, you with that mixed success there, you are going to take a drained condition from like keeping up with them. And like trying to corral them into kind of the way that you want them to go. Okay, because you have that complication there. So in the lower of the harm boxes, could you put drained in one of the bottom ones there?
That motherfucker's quick then. Holy shit.
Yeah. Wait, where do I mark the
On the
drain?
on the character sheet on the left side, like halfway down, there's a harm section.
I see yeah, harm. And then I
then
see
Fill in
trauma.
one of the level 1 boxes.
Okay.
Just type. You can just type in it. Okay. So.
Hunted like a house.
Good. How do you send them in a certain direction?
a trick that I picked up with Webster. Little whispers, and like kind of low-key ventriloquism of just like bouncing my voice off somewhere to make them kind of go and want to investigate over there. But it's like, did somebody call their name and made them look, made them
What's
go over
that
like
noise?
a pebble, made the
Yeah.
noise. What's this? Just like, oh, it was
Just
just
footprints
something.
are these.
Basically.
I think I heard something.
What's that over there?
What's that one from the Rob's crew, and then they do the NPC epic NPC man. It's like, someone prowling round here.
Someone prowling around there.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to do that. Although it is, I think, yeah, out of your environment and with a lack of awareness of the layout of the place, it's hard for you to do that and to keep ahead of them and keep them in the direction you want. Okay, so this guard, you assume they won't be the only one, right? Because otherwise it would have been left unattended while they're away. This guard has been successfully distracted off. So, how do you take advantage of that?
I mean, is everybody else with me? Or did I get ahead of them because I was keeping up?
You tell me.
Looks behind me. Y'all tell me. Did y'all keep up with me? Like, where are y'all? What the fuck?
It's dark and I'm scared. Please hold my. We're behind you.
You know about to say, stop it.
Why is the only drow having the worst time?
How am I doing better than you? I don't even have night vision.
Oh, don't worry. There are lots of arcane candles lit all throughout the chambers here.
Would it be? Did you say we could use our spells and stuff that we have? Is it possible that I could use my spores for something?
Absolutely. Do you have rapport spores, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so you could set up so you can all just talk in character.
That's what I'm like. That's what.
Without having to speak aloud, yeah.
So after I notice that they're there, but it's like they're by them. They're not by themselves. Like what you described about them having that distance away. I just kind of turn around to everyone behind me and go, and all the like spores around me just kind of like buzz over everyone like a dusting. They're straight up pixie dust. Like you have the moment where you go hit you, and then you can that connect. And we've all had it before specifically with Corbin's spores. So there's just that little like that a flip has been switched back on more than something has been connected. It's like you suddenly in the group chat. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? It's kind of like there's just a general question to the group. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, you just led that motherfucker all the way. Fantastic job, by the way. I mean, he was really stubborn.
Yeah, but also, where else am I leading him? My good ideas only last so long before someone figures them out. And it's like as they say that, there's just this like this shadow that passes him that makes him turn around, and it was one of my spores kind of floating past, but to make him go, oh, well maybe I need to go back there and look again, like looking over the same spot because he could have swore he heard something. And it's like, I mean, come on, like he can only be so gullible. What should we do here? We have many options. We could take his outfit. Bink. We could just knock him out and maybe take keys or something. Bink, I could get a good look at him. And then we could try that whole me being people again. And like they do like stop for a second and turn and they're upside down like eek. I am open to all types of critique here. Bink.
Much as diplomacy usually wins, I think Anastasia has a good point. We've already gotten a good position. Anastasia, if you want to just take them out quickly, they're isolated. We get the whole hallway to ourselves.
Let's go.
All right, I'd like to wreck it. I think this would count as a assault over wrecking.
It depends.
It's
If you're
hard
gonna
handle.
if you're gonna destroy some part of the building to affect him, that would be wreck. If you're just attacking him, it'd be skirmish.
Yeah, but do we want to... Do we want to make it look like an accident? Where
Yeah,
just, like,
let's loosen something up.
a pillar.
Like,
Yeah,
oh no,
I have
something
two-
fell.
I have 2 in wreck, so I can just like, if there's like a pillar or something next to him, I can just.
Like a loose brick on the ceiling that we could just, and then like now, and then you pink it.
Because really, technically, wreck is the environment. So with him isolated, it's easy.
4.
4. Okay. So, with a mixed success there, in what way would you like to wreck here? What happens? What happens to this poor guard? Yeah, just to give you options. Yeah, there's like he would have passed through archways and doorways. There's statuary and things around. So
Yeah, I think Anastasia probably would have tried to like knock something down with some kind of like mini projectile spell, like a very tiny version of Scorching Ray or Magic Missile or something, just to kind of like, and Presty like a sound above him, so he looks up and just smashes right into the center of his face.
Ooh, wombo combo.
Okay. You find a section as you're like moving with Corbin on the tail of this prey of yours. You find a section of, hey, Raiders coming in. Sandman, how you doing?
Raiders!
Thank you. Hope you
Raiders
had
are
yourself.
off the arc.
Hope you had yourself a good session. We are playing Out of the Abyss, which is a D&D campaign, but just for today, we are using the Blades in the Dark rules to infiltrate a tower, a wizard's tower, to steal some stuff from them. They have corralled and driven one of the guards into isolation and taken the opportunity to attack. So, Anastasia, as you see there, you see that you're kind of going to a slightly kind of older, like more rundown, maybe towards like servants' quarters or like some backroom stuff here, like backlot stuff, hanging out there. And you see that it's a little less, like looked after here. And you can see that there is a section of the corridor ahead where there's like a gargoyle kind of type addition to the decorations, and it was old and like coming apart and starting to come off the wall from its weight, but it was being repaired, but only very sloppily with spider silk.
Aw, they're trying their best.
Very flammable.
Very flammable, exactly.
There's a giant spider with like a little work hat on. He's like, it's a living.
Oh no!
Orange vest.
Gotta get one. Gotta get one for Webster now.
I do.
It's good he's got high vis, though. Safety first.
I have stuff in tinkering. I can start working on it right now.
Make him a hat right now.
Focus.
I made him goggles. I can make him a hat.
Okay, I'm going to max out the Bad News Travels Fast clock as you make a little costume for your spider.
Don't take my thing.
So Anastasia, you wait and you get the timing just right. And actually, I think because we have that complication there, right? It wasn't a success.
It was a 4.
So right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say your timing's a little off, and you send out the magic, like Scorching Ray kind of effect, and it burns through the silk, and the gargoyle falls, but it doesn't strike him like straight in the face as you'd hoped. It knocks him, like slams into his shoulder and like knocks him down, and he is pinned, but he is conscious. So he starts. He doesn't suspect foul play, right?
Yeah.
Although he was investigating Corbin's like strange noises and things.
Well, now I know what all that creaking was about.
He calls out, "Hello, somebody help me, please!" I require assistance.
Do we just shoot some webs onto his face to shut him up?
I was about to say, are we assistants or am I using a bonus action?
You have choices. I mean, you can get out of here as quickly as possible, or you can shut him up. Yeah. Either by pretending to be.
I'm looking at grandma for permission. If my grandma says I can fight, then I can fight. Am I using a bonus action, or are we getting out of here?
He could pull people to this area, so if we go the opposite of where he is, then he's certainly drawing attention, and he's not anywhere near where we need to go. I suggest we get out of here.
Okay. I'd like to
Hello?
cast Pacific Trace so we can get the fuck out of here.
I hear footfalls. Is someone coming to my aid?
Oh,
Oh, shit. Zakan, please, I'm begging you. Corbin's got handset already. We're alone.
it's fine. It's fine. Blur. And then I'm going to drop down and then use Fury of Blows.
Oh, from the fucking shadows.
There's no need for us. Oh, there they go.
Well,
So is that a sorry, I'm gonna remember the names of these different things at some point. Is that
Feels like it'd be a
skirmish? Yeah.
That'd be skirmish, yeah.
Yeah. As I Corbin, so mark off your key,
Yes.
and that is going to be a skirmish with an extra dice for that character ability.
Okay. So I'm going here.
Get an extra dice.
extra dice. Extra dice.
Extra dice.
Should have known better than to trust them agreeing to stealth.
Hey, I'm still being stealthy. I'm not saying these aren't loud punches. Hand of harm.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go
Zakan?
to sleep. Go to sleep.
No, seriously,
Zakan.
like this just was like the scorpion. They just like.
In fairness to Khan, this is stealth. It's just
This is
it
very
takes a few more
stealthy.
steps to make it.
This is literally what I used to do for my living. I just drop down on him from above. Like the first hit will be my foot to the back of his neck, and then the other two are just to make sure he shuts up.
He's like, he hears your running footsteps. He's like, oh, thank goodness, assistance. He just Naruto run around the corner and just.
Yeah.
Just is like just into a flying knee. It's just like are you there to help? I just go nod, and then jump knee straight to his body. He's like, and if he goes, that's what the do.
Here's the anesthetic.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it was, and then I'd like to copy his voice. I'm so clumsy. Never mind.
I still need that that skirmish roll.
Oh yeah.
With
Okay.
that- with your
Let
extra
me be
dice.
cool for a second. Okay. Now I gotta roll. You, and then an extra dice. Okay, and here. And then right here. A 5!
You've only got one in skirmish.
I don't think I have anything. A skirmish.
So I was saying, we're saying dots like for a monk, like skirmish would be one of the key ones there. You
Oh,
got
I thought it was put them in skirmish. I put them in rec. I'm just gonna undo those.
yeah, that would make more sense to be in skirmish for a monk. I
I'm gonna
think.
undo that.
That
real
means
quick.
technically I
combat.
get one more roll.
Okay,
That it would make it 3, but do I need it? I got a 5.
I mean it could be a 6.
In a minute.
That's true.
Could be a big.
See, told you.
Oh,
What? Guess what?
well.
I mean, on the overlay, it looks kind of like a 9.
Right?
I mean,
So yeah,
technically speaking,
Extra good.
okay, so yeah, you go flying around. Well, please over to you. How does this go down? It succeeds. You knock him out.
So, like, in the middle of your conversation, there's just this look on Corbin's face, and I bring it up a lot when I'm like, you finally see maybe what they'd look like if they were on a mission for their mom. You're like, please, they have hands and they're ready. And you're like, but I mean, I'm not quite sure that we even, and by then you just hear the smallest tap of them going and then darting off. You see them go around the corner, you hear, and then in their mind, you're like, all right, so they're done. Now, you guys also get around here. I have an idea. And then you hear the voice thing. Never mind. I'm so clumsy. Like, no, I don't need help.
Never mind. I'm so clumsy.
Okay, so they
Oh,
are
gee.
they are unconscious and should should be unconscious long enough for you to do your thing and get out again.
Okay.
Can you at least take their identity then?
What do you think I'm doing? And like in the hallway that we're in, is it made of stone? I was under the impression it was made of stone. Is it rubbly stone, or are there like structures?
No, it's pretty smooth and nice, like kind of polished floor and stuff. Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
there
cool.
are statues and things from time to time.
Oh, okay, statues.
Notable
that
mages,
works out.
drow priestesses.
I have stone mold or mold stone.
Moldstone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to hide him and then take his identity.
Okay.
I don't want to be. I'm not being an ass and like shoving him in a wall and then going ha ha ha. Ha. I'm not. One of the statues, I'd kind of just like move it, maybe like a further back, like further forward than normal, and kind of like shove him behind something, so he's stuck behind the statue.
Let's say you mold stone on the plinth of a statue, it's like the base of a statue, right? And it just makes it much wider.
This hole is for him. It's his hole. He just fits in this little crevice that I make for him.
And he's kind of tucked into that space there, and you.
Like then, like as I stand up, that's when like the morph happens.
Okay. So, Caleb, this guard has been taken care of, which will make things easier when you get to the Grump's chambers. You continue up.
Does he have any keys or anything on him?
Yeah.
Well,
what's on this
good.
person?
Good job.
Let me.
Would I need to roll an investigate or something like that? How would I do that in Blades of?
Looks like
Let's look here.
study would
I think
be
it's
the
sort of
the
a
skill for
survey.
that.
Maybe study or
Or
survey.
Right.
Yeah, because survey is more like perception.
gather
Study's more like
information about-
investigation.
Yeah, I guess survey can gather information about opportunities
this-
or exploits.
This doesn't actually need a roll. It's like
We're just going through his pockets.
He has them or he doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great.
My hair does it. Like I'm thinking, oh yeah, I should. And my hair's already gone through
Right.
his pockets because it's just swept away.
Steal his vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, you don't need to take the man's wallet. You can leave his money.
I can. You're right. I can do that.
He's just working.
I know. So are we.
I'm afraid. Yeah, he does not have any keys upon him. But you follow in the direction that he was originally going before you lured him away.
As we like double back.
Right. And you start stealthing your way through towards the direction that he was taking. And beverages from God. Ambrosia from the gods.
Thank you, God.
It's a little mug of ambrosia. And you find yourselves approaching the upper levels of the tower, and the doors here are fewer and further between, and much more elaborately carved. Again, just the general spider motifs, out of control. But you do manage to find the corridor that leads to the Archmage's quarters, and you do see a single drow guard, like kind of looking. He's like, "Where has he gotten to?"
Yoo-hoo! Winter blowout sale!
Yoo-hoo! Big spider blowout.
Big spider blowout!
What?
You get the buy 6 pairs of shoes, get the 8th, 7th, and 8th one free.
Zakan, you think?
Anastasia, does your control of flame extend to extinguishing them?
Here probably. If there's a way to flavor it in this, let me see. What would that be, Peter?
My suggestion would be Corbin tries to relieve this guard from duty, switching for lunch or something. But should that fail, not that I am doubting your persuasive abilities, then lights out.
You know, I've always wanted to use someone else as a weapon against someone else. So I can be your
Trying to
facilitating.
beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker.
I am. But but we're like remotely. It's like I go, but you're the.
With the torches out, I am effectively invisible, even
Yeah.
to the drow.
Anastasia, your reading of the situation here, the problem here is that these are continual flames, so they can be covered or hidden, but they cannot be extinguished without dispel magic.
Mm.
Do you have dispel magic? Because I do.
I have
Of
this.
course. So maybe we stand at the ready to turn off the lights, but if we can do this quietly and kindly, perhaps, no one else needs to get knocked out. He can just go have lunch.
I will try.
Spell the candles and the torches.
Okay, can you make me an attune roll?
And a
Oh wait, so
two.
I was saying if things go haywire.
Yeah, it's like
First we try
things
the.
go
I
south.
see.
For first Corbin tries, and if he's like, wait a second, you're not my friend, then,
Okay,
then we take him.
gotcha.
Wait a minute.
That's
Now-
assuming that Corbin hopefully has some charisma skill.
Oh yeah, Corbin. I will. What should I roll? I will roll first and then do my fun description, or I can fun describe and then roll again. My God.
And well, what abilities do you want to use?
I would like to use. Hold on, let me pull up the hound. I can.
You've got a total of 10 dots, right?
It seems like it would be sway. Would be the
Sway, or could I do?
I would say-
Because I'm relieving him. I would like to do command. Like
You can.
I'm here to relieve you from duty.
Command would work.
Great.
Yep. Command would work, or finesse would work if you want to impersonate the friend.
So I think I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I got 10
Cool.
things. I just kind of put them around. I didn't focus them
No,
on
no
one
problem.
thing.
No problem at all.
jack of all trades.
Yep.
Kind of. But I have 2 in
Master of all.
command, and I have 1 in finesse.
Okay. And you have, I think, if Anastasia took the stress, you could get an extra from her because you have the extra confidence knowing there's a backup plan.
That and
If Anastasia wants to. This is her choice to make.
Doing what now?
But yeah, I think command's a good idea too, with the ordering them to take a break.
Yeah, if that's your highest one.
yeah, that one is my highest one because the only other thing I could think.
So you don't have any in sway.
I don't think I did because I didn't get what sway could mean,
Mhm.
so I think I was putting it in command instead of sway.
Oh yeah. I have the blades sheet that John did. I think like page 25 or something says what all the actions are. I've been constantly looking at it.
No problem. No. Yeah, sway is basically like persuasion.
It was better than persuasion. Oh,
But command works.
maybe it was
if
just
that's where you
being
got your stuff.
aggressive. I was like, I'm a command people, and I
Hell yeah.
I was just being aggressive.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Is like you get to flavor any action you like in using the skill that you want. So
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of.
so that's 2. Anastasia, are you going to go with the assist? You going with the assist there, Anastasia?
Yeah, if you're talking, you're muted.
I've been muted this whole time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was
you,
like,
you didn't
yeah,
answer
and then-
that last time, and normally we're too quick
How
to
many
help each other.
times do I need to tell you?
I was like, yeah, and then everyone was quiet, and I'm just like, what?
I guess not.
I'm like, or not. I
What the
mean,
hell?
Okay.
Anastasia's gonna do a little flavor of just summoning the smoky ichor and just kind of like blowing it
Like,
out, and it just
we-
kind of
we ready.
and we'll see if it actually works.
Right? Like, are we doing this? Would be like what would be equivalent to like an intimidation?
Basically, yeah. So, so give me the roll, and then we can role play it respectively. Hey, nice. And Anastasia, mark 2 stresses, please, for the assist.
Can I say I use a crystal now, so if this goes left, we have another chance?
No, it's already succeeded. And,
Okay, cool.
have to do,
I got.
All right. I was about to say I would really like for this to
like
work.
before, crystals have to be in the preview before the roll. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's fine. That was a 6. So, you march confidently up to this in the disguise of the Drow guard, who is now trapped behind a pedestal, unconscious still. So.
Right, and that in itself puts a little swag in my sway, because I haven't been able to do that in such a long time. Shove someone in a small crevice because they were in my way. It makes me feel nice. Yeah. I'm here to relieve you.
About time. I was wondering what had happened to you.
I'm gonna look a tad like embarrassed. It's like I may have fallen and could not get up. And I want to say it like it happens a lot. That way, if somebody mentions later, hearing me ask for help, like he falls down a lot, he gets stuck.
It's very clumsy.
Yeah.
Very clumsy. But it's okay. It also maybe shows why I'm a little like just I'm here. You can leave now. You can leave now.
He gets really angry when you talk about how clumsy he is, Blay.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you pinched a nerve, dude.
You don't want to start a whole thing.
Is it true? Did they have the candid cave crickets in the quarters, staff quarters?
I'm gonna look really upset and then go, I knew I forgot something. And I will roll a deception. I will roll.
That's fine. So it's all part of the same roll.
Okay, it's like I knew I forgot something.
He's like, you're lost. Bye.
Save me one.
After everything I've done for you, asshole. And again.
After everything I've done for you.
And you do you like pretend like until he's outside, like pretend to just be standing on attention?
He's like he's running and he's gone and goes like, everything I've done for you. Turns the corner, asshole.
Grin still comes around the corner with the others after they've gone safely far away, and he's like, at ease, soldier.
Like the slightest relaxation, like not really at ease, but slightest relaxation. Like I'm still on it.
Locked in,
Like, right? I'm like what did you just?
because that was a full success. He's going to be away long enough for you to, you don't need to have someone on the door to be pretending there's somebody there.
Okay. Hey, remember every time you use the spores to do this. I am now in position. I'm now in position.
Coast is clear.
It's clear.
Grin uses the knock spell to open the door, which was magically sealed.
Oh, Pookie, didn't even see you there. Well, watch out. I say something. You know you was there.
The at-ease soldier was not enough. And he just reaches up and places a palm on the door. You start to see arcane sigils, lights, and protections start to be triggered, but then a pulse of magic goes through the timber of the door, and there is a kind of powering down sound and a click of the latch, and you look beyond the threshold into Grumpf's outer sanctum. The chamber beyond the door is floored in black marble and lined with shelves laden with books and scrolls, dominated by a broad desk of polished bone. A plush chair covered with lizard hide sits behind the desk, while a smaller, simpler Zirkwood chair sits facing on the opposite side. A 7-foot-tall obsidian statue of a 4-armed, sword-wielding drow warrior stands behind the desk against one wall, and burning red candles are set about the room in holders made from skeletal hands.
Aesthetic, okay.
Anastasia's like, notes it. Like it.
So when the door opens, I would very much love to survey this room and also boost that using the spell Find Traps. And I want to know exactly what the security situation is here before we set so much as a foot.
Very nice, very nice.
Fantastic.
Not
Yeah.
today.
Anything else going on that? Any other source from anyone?
If someone could.
Yeah, you have a crystal if you want to.
Anastasia's definitely gonna look around.
Yeah, detect
Corbin,
magical
did you use your
items.
crystal?
Me?
I
No.
did not.
No,
I
you
was
haven't, have you? No.
wanted to, but
Yeah, it was.
So Zakan, you
Is-
have your normal survey plus an extra dice from the
For the
ability.
spell.
Mhm.
Oh no! Wait, I didn't mean to roll. I was trying to add more dice.
Yeah, just keep clicking the d6 at the bottom as
Yeah,
many
yeah.
times as you need.
Okay.
And then,
So
so was
that's-
there any assistance for anyone?
I was saying that I was
Yeah.
gonna be looking around too, but
Yeah, if Anastasia could like detect magic, I suppose.
So we'll make that a separate roll.
okay.
Okay.
So that's one for the spell. Then I will burn a crystal.
Okay.
And then am I taking an assist one as well?
I think is it an assist or a separate roll, Anastasia?
How did you want to do it?
It's up to you.
I know she would have been looking around too, just kind of like trying to perceive other magical items
Okay.
or traps issues. So
She could do it first as a setup, perhaps. Set up
Um,
another character with your action. If they achieve it, then you get +1.
That is true. Yeah, you could do that setup action. Thank you. Okay. That is 5, so that is a success. A mixed success.
yay!
Woo.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, there is a strong element of magic coming off the statue,
Okay.
Anastasia. So when you do that initial roll, because that was Anastasia's roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you determine that there is a strong sense of magic, and yeah, there's the continual flames on the candles again, but then there is a strong transmutation magic on the statue, and you think if you were to steal anything from this room, but you also remember you were told that the grimoire was in an inner sanctum. If you were to steal anything from this room, that statue would wreck shop.
So no. Yeah.
Corbin's hair.
It's nothing too. No nasty surprises aside from the extremely obvious threatening statue.
Mhm.
This is very don't fuck with me, don't
All
you
right.
won't get fucked with kind of room.
Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. And that's how Corbin likes to ride.
Corbin is
So-
always starting shit. What do you mean?
That's different.
So
No, they don't. They
Zakan.
finish shit. Other people start shit. Y'all just too late to notice they started shit because Corbin's slicker than you. That's all.
Zakan, please give me a survey with 2 extra dice for your crystal and
Two
that
extra
setup.
dice. Full dice.
Cool. And do I get one for the spell as well? I'm
Yes,
the spell
that's right.
detect traps.
That's
So
right.
cool.
Is it a leveled
Rolling
spell, right?
5d6. It is a leveled spell,
Yeah.
not a cantrip. Yeah.
Cantrips is just your dots in in the ability.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay, that is
Ooh.
a success. No, it's only the
Very
6 counts. It's okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay, so with that 6, you survey around the room here, and you find the very well concealed secret door.
It's like this, like in Batman Arkham Asylum or whatever, you see that like king of the room getting
Oh, yeah,
outlined.
yeah.
yeah.
The bird poop is there. The little
Yeah.
thing.
It goes like
Right.
deek, 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 and there's a little exclamation mark and a circle on the
Huh.
secret
You know,
mechanism.
guys, I get a feeling like something's telling me this is what we're looking for, y'all. Something about this door. I can feel it. Feel it in my niblets.
The con voice line. I found something.
I found.
Okay.
What's your
Now-
one game voice line here?
Yeah.
I
Everyone-
found something.
Everyone will remember that Anastasia had a mixed success on her detect magic setup there. So you discovered the statue, Anastasia. You did not discover the imprisonment spell on this secret door. And as Zakarn goes to open the secret door to the inner sanctum, there is a kind of like warping, kind of like vacuuming effect, and you just see like Zakarn's form just like elongate and
Counter spell?
through into.
Oh.
Should count here?
Okay, give me.
All the way up
Your
to the
reactions
camera.
count.
Absolutely. Give me a. Hang on, let me remind myself here.
Let me see what level counter spell is first, so I don't have many dice. Let's see, counter spell. Okay, so I have it up to 7th.
You can upcast it if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I have high ones.
Okay, so make me is this a tune, right? I assume.
Mhm.
So make me an attune. You have a dice as well.
Could I help
And
you
what
with
what
it?
level are you casting counterspell at?
5th.
Okay, so you can. I mean, if you cast it at 4th, that would be the same.
Okay,
Ooh.
4th.
Yeah. So okay, so yes, you're attune with 2 extra dice, and then a 3 if you use your crystal.
Yeah, I'll use my crystal for safety.
Okay, so attune plus 3 extras. A success. Just
Yeah.
Ooh.
four twos. Okay.
Yikes.
We needed the
Goodness
1-6, that's all that matters.
That's all asking. That's all we're asking for.
Okay, so as the can starts to get sucked and
Immediately just-
vacuumed into this magical effect, you just like, nope, reach out. And with that success there,
The smoke and ichor just wraps around Grandma and just kind of sucks away.
there's like a slight tug of war. It's like,
You just go and just slap
That
it.
did not feel good.
Jim.
and that was one grandma that never pinched anyone's cheek ever again.
Ever again. You're allowed to do so much shit now.
And Zakan, you feel yourself starting to be, trapped by this magic, but then a similarly uncomfortable sensation from behind as you are blocked and pulled back by Anastasia's effect here. Okay.
Sorry, Grandma, I didn't see that one.
Oh well, thanks for the assist.
Yeah, out of all of us, you can't go. You're the glue that's holding this place together.
Literally, I will burn this place to the ground.
Sobering thought.
Zakan. Zakan, sorry, it was it wasn't that you even just like stupidly tried to open it. It's like if you go within 5 feet of the door, so that's why.
Yeah. All good.
Like the door's still there and going, let's try this again.
That probably won't happen twice.
Probably.
I mean, Anastasia, you know that things like that are usually kind of glyphs and things that are one-off kind of protections. So,
They
again,
don't expect other counter spells and things to happen. They just assume it's gonna work. And then
our
they're
friendly,
magic spells.
right? Exactly. Our friendly wizard's apprentice uses another knock spell to open that. Hey, Lucy's just coming in with inspiration for Zakan again. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you, Lucius.
Oh no, that's getting rid of Bunzies. Now.
How
Wrong,
dare
Yay!
wrong button. Okay.
In fact, you should double Corbin's inspiration for that.
Okay, so the secret door is opened, and you see a quote-unquote dark void beyond.
Like, that's the portal we gotta go in, dark portal of the beyond, or oh shit, my bad. And then we shut the door and try again.
It looks like a
Portal.
portal. Yeah.
I knew this guy who was all about the void. He was on some kind of ship with some beef lady. It was really cool and totally amazing. And you should check her out on Saturdays.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry,
Like
I got hung up on beef lady.
Right?
She's a
At that point, I was-
furbolg.
Gotcha.
Oh, like beefy,
Yes.
I was like a butcher.
She's a
The
cow.
joke writes itself.
And she's beefy.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
double beef.
It's funny.
Yeah, furbolgs are like Minotaur's hippie cousins.
Very true.
She has a 29 strength, so
Nice.
she's the whole frozen meat section.
Anastasia, what are we looking at
Oh,
here?
those meat section.
I'm not sure if it's a one-way portal or a two-way one, but it's a portal nonetheless.
Can I throw something in it to find out? No, yeah, seriously. I
Is it-
have
Mhm.
I have things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
I want to get a rope and one of my darts, and I'm gonna go bink into the into the portal with a little bit of rope and just see if it's either gonna keep going or it'll stop.
Roll me a fortune roll.
Which?
I do have
Chris-
unseen servant. I can send someone in there.
So just roll me
Oh,
one
fortune.
d6.
1d6.
Mhm.
Can I just say to use my crystal now?
I mean, if you want to use it on this, it's just to see something happens.
Did you?
Notice.
I hate when you say that. I don't like that.
But do you and then you pull it back out?
Does it? It doesn't just keep going.
You cast it through and it stops moving. You know, the rope is kind of being pulled behind it and it stops moving.
Well, there is another. Right. I can report that there is another side.
Will it come back out?
That was me like retrieving it.
You pull on the rope, and after a while, the dart comes through on the end. Has some sort of ichor on the dart,
Is it familiar? Is it like mine?
but not on the
I'm
rope.
gonna sniff it. I
It's
would
not
like to sniff.
It's not. It's
Sniff
just on,
test.
give me. Give me
A constitution
a-
check.
No. What are you using to investigate here?
My nose. I'm playing.
Mechanically speaking.
Mechanically, I mean, it says hound. Do you think my nose would be something I could do?
Absolutely.
Say false advertisement, but
I'd say anything from insight.
it's like for the blades sheet or the D&D sheet.
On the blades sheet, the top group of attributes.
Okay, top group of attributes. Oh.
So it's
Insight.
Hunt,
is-
study, survey, or tinker.
So I have the most in hunt.
Okay.
That's 3.
Okay. Yeah, you're used to reading like blood and like spores and things left behind by creatures that you're hunting.
Okay, so
A 5. Okay. So you gonna give it a sniff, and
give it a sniff.
this is something you've become familiar with in more recent adventures than previous. This is demon ichor.
So yeah, they do. They just kind of go like, is that what? Ugh. This is demon. Wait, wasn't that on that? Wasn't that on our shopping list?
You finished that.
I know we did, but I'm saying like just for like where I know that from. Wasn't that on our shopping list?
Yeah, it was like Demon Lord ichor you had, I think, right? I remember.
I was like, this doesn't seem like it's from a lord. This probably like, yeah, that's like middle
Cheap
class
stuff.
at
Yeah,
best.
cheap stuff.
Let's say, this is
But yeah.
like,
It's
now I know
the
what
dart
demon
has
poverty smells like.
the dart has travelled through, unaccosted.
Seems
All
to
right.
have hit a demon.
Oh. So do we want to go over there? I might have hurt somebody, or they think they got bit by a really big bug.
Well, I think that as long as we know we can get back, this is the way that we need to go.
Man, it's gonna be like a dead body over here or something, and they're like gonna step into like as they're complaining, they're just like all sorry, I have to do this so you know it's in our brain. It's like man, there's gonna be a dead body. I'm gonna step in somebody's something. I just know it.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. So are you passing through?
Yes, I am.
Following in.
Yep.
Okay. You move forward and step one by one into the inky dark of the portal and enter Grumph's inner sanctum.
There's
This-
ground zero for the summoning. So,
Yep. This
you know what makes sense.
circular chamber is lit by magic candles and floored in black stone, much like the outer. Engraved and inlaid with magical diagrams in silver and gold. A female drow stands in the center of one magic circle. Her one hand resting on her hip, the other clutching at a fiercely bleeding wound in her side. Behind her, shelves and cabinets hold ceramic pots, glass vials, and other arcane paraphernalia, while a tome, one might say grimoire, bound in black leather, lies open on a lectern, its pages covered in spidery glyphs. The only exit appears to be the archway you've just passed through, filled once more with that inky
Get my
black
head on
void.
that.
And the drow says, "What? The actual fuck?
Sorry.
Do you always just throw knives through things you're about to walk through?
You'd be
Yes.
surprised how often, yeah.
Might I suggest you sense or holler or something first?"
A giveaway position. You are right. Says I will definitely take that into consideration.
Oh, does he still look like the guard?
What is it? Why have you been given access? And, I am thankful. I have been trapped here by that imbecile Grumph. My name is Ilara. I am a priestess of Loth.
We're here to relieve you.
Would you like to go have lunch?
You were going to be trapped in here instead of me? Please,
Well-
if you have the means.
So you willingly will just you have to trust that whatever we're doing is to get you out.
Please, all you have to do is break the circle. I am the victim. I cannot.
Yes, understood. So, what if I break this thing? You're free. Are you in pain? I'm afraid to do it. All of this is in the accent.
Pretend it's in French.
Pretend it is French.
Yeah.
All of
Nate
this
leans
is
forward and whispers to Corbin.
I am French. Why else do you
I-
think I have this ridiculous accent?
ridiculous accent.
I believe that she's been trapped in a magical circle, and we very much could suffer the same fate if we don't deal with it before getting closer.
Yes. I
Like
agree.
a zone of
that is
truth.
possible. I just want to make sure that they are helpless, so that it's easier to kill them.
I'm just trying to make sure that they're not lying and there's some demon that's actually there protecting the fucking book and we let him out and he starts
Exactly.
attacking us.
So I am being concerned out of knowledge seeking.
I think
Mhm.
Anastasia's arcane knowledge would know that if it's here to guard the book, it's not a good idea because it can't do anything outside the circle. They are trapped in there and cannot affect outside the circle.
Yeah, and I don't want to necessarily release them from the circle anyway. I just think the
Caleb.
circle is.
I mean, Kalo, you know that if she's a priestess of Lolth and you free her, that would be very good bargaining. Like a good thing as far as in the city's concerned. Like, to have a potential ally.
Oh.
You know.
So stop me.
No, you can just kick the circle, just kind of like stomp out the little edgings right over there. Just...
We could look at it two ways. We rescue her, she owes us a favor. Suddenly, those who can kill the greatest matron in all of Menzoberranzan and rescue even the mightiest of priestesses, own the city, she will owe us a bigger debt than she realizes if we let her go.
But start stomping out the circle.
Between Anastasia and I, we probably could disable the circle.
I just thought it'd be easier if we just
Anastasia, it literally just needs to be physically disturbed.
Yeah, she's just kicking. She's kicking salt.
do the
and-
8 times
Although-
stomp. Like,
Although, I can sense Corbin's lust for blood. If we kill this priestess, we also could be known as tyrant kings.
no, I said I wouldn't become my mother. Just do the circle.
As you're all stood there, like silently talking amongst yourselves, just like, don't think about it too hard.
No, this
you're
is
fine,
like
you're
while
fine.
Anastasia is like kicking out the circle. They already done it. Is that all this talk is a distraction for me that was slowly getting a knife so that I could throw it at her foot. Oh, she's free now. Hooray!
Yeah, Anastasia just
Wait.
like kicked the herbs and components that were
Okay.
made into the circle.
I
and
think
just
as that's happening,
I thought we
Zakon goes,
decided that this was a no loss zone. I was just ready. It was on site at this point. We had Lestrayi crew. I was ready to just throw down. Like that was good.
Listen, nothing wrong with the enemy owing us a couple of favors, you know?
but wasn't it demon ichor on the blade and not blood?
That's why I was concerned, and I said we should check if this bitch is a demon.
But I think the circle's already been kicked, which is extra funny.
Right?
I will let you decide what order that happened in.
Because I already asked that before we got to the circle breaking. I was like, can we check if this bitch is a demon?
Wait, I think Anastasia can get up to it. Wait, I can be like, wait.
A very specific, very short flashback.
Yeah, very specific.
10
Quarter
seconds
of a
ago.
second before Anastasia breaks this line.
Hey guys, remember 10 seconds ago when I asked that important question? Is that a demon? I don't know. It smells like it. And what could I use? Demons are not animals. I cannot animal friendship them.
I can
I'd
hold
imagine a
monster.
tune.
Yeah, I have
So
really
the
good
tome is
attunement. Can we all
inside
help
this,
with
right?
like an attunement for Anastasia to check if they're a demon before they kick out the circle?
Mhm.
Group attunement.
I will. Are we can group a tune? But does that
I have
require
no
us all
idea.
to have it?
Don't listen to me.
I can also just assist.
Yeah. I do have hold monster if I do need to contain this bitch.
I have a variety of anti-demonic things as well.
There we go. All right, we're set.
Okay. So, how are you? What are you using there? A tune.
Hmm?
What
Yes.
ability was that?
I heard roll for attunement just to kind of like vibe check if she's a demon.
Okay.
We were saying we would help, so we don't know if it added stuff.
Oh, I didn't add anything.
Okay.
So how many would I add to that? I used my crystal already.
Zakani, you're using your Asimar knowledge in your time in Underdark here. Okay, so take the 2 stress.
Yep.
And Anastasia, you can roll 1 extra. Okay. So those are 4s there.
A lot of force.
There were. Okay, I'm gonna fill in the clock some more. As the thing of that there, and you. But it is a success, and yeah, the dart clearly hit her, and it was Demonica. This
Just
and I believe you've come across these demons before. They're like the handmaidens of Lolth, and they do shape change into drow. It's
Just-
called a Yoklol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, it's just that giant yellow pillar of. It looks like a dead tree of yellow slime, with a single eye in the middle.
Okay.
Anastasia's just gonna stare at her as she mage hands and grabs the book.
Ooh.
Ilara, Ilara says, "Look, no, wait, please.
She's still pulling the book, but she's listening. Like,
I have information. Set me free. We can make a bargain here."
what kind of bargain? Still pulling the book. She's not stopping her movements
What
at
would
all.
you? What
You
would
need
you
to
need?
talk faster.
What would you need from me? I am talking.
I don't need anything. That's the problem. You need to make this a really good deal, because what I need is in my hand right now.
She's like,
We would need your eyes, your position, who you are. You would owe us a favor.
A life debt, it sounds more like.
Yes,
so if
but a favor sounds sweeter.
if I tell you why I'm here, my purpose, my connection with Grumph, the information I have, then you will set me free.
Maybe.
If you're truthful.
I can zone of truth this bitch.
We,
She says in the time thing, I can zone of truth this bitch.
Yeah, that's true. We have time to.
No objections?
We don't have time to not have correct answers to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What level is zone of truth?
I want to say like
It's okay. You cast it, and remember, Zone of Truth this allows you to know. Just mark off the slot.
Know whether or not it worked.
Yeah, you know if it works or not, and you sense that the demon does allow herself to be controlled. Affected by it.
Okay. That's a good sign.
Ask your questions.
She took the bait. Now you can ask what color underwear she has.
my back.
What color?
Say
Why
that
should we-
last question.
Why should we trust a demon?
You should.
Because I require my freedom.
And what can you do for us once you're free?
I can give you the information. As we agreed.
Do you plan to betray us, hurt us in any way, shape, or form after you're out?
If it is part of the deal, I suppose I shouldn't.
Yeah, our safety is always going to be included in this type of deals. This is probably the only deal we're going to make, but our safety and your silence is going to be included in that.
Spoil sports.
Listen, I've dealt with too many of you for a long time. I know the fine print is where all the bullshit is.
The drow's eyes narrow. Yes. You have a certain abyssal aftertaste.
Oh,
I've been more insulted in her entire life. Someone else take over this deal because I'm just gonna hurt her. And she just grabs the book.
So,
She keeps it mage-handed, but she just keeps it like right next to her.
If you can help us get out of here and do what we need to do without harming us, and we will not harm you, but do know that I can send you back to the plane from which you came from.
I want to go back.
Oh, well. And then positively, I can send you back to the plane that you came from.
Same sentence, different inflection.
same sentence, different tone.
Same thing, affectionate?
Yeah. Well, then that's not a threat, it's an offer.
Right, and suddenly we're saviors, and I can send you back to the plane you came from.
She says, free me from this circle, and I will answer your questions before returning. And she says that, and I will not harm you. And she says that in the Zone of Truth.
And you will be quiet about us being here and stealing this.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's fun when we all play nice. Go ahead.
Alright, who's breaking the circle?
My tail kind of just goes.
Like a broom just...
Yeah.
She almost like stretches as if she'd been like confined. There was no visible like things. It was just like, oh, all right. Goes back to Soundscape. Scrolls away from Avernus Rock.
Having made a deal.
The
So
deal.
close.
And as long as the music goes, something goes.
You got any slide whistles in there you can throw in?
I would be such a menace as a DM. I would do that to players. It'd be all
Let's have this.
dramatic. The final bargain has been set. Ha 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 ha. Yeah,
Okay.
Have you finished with your inane prattles?
Hey, the banter is because we're nervous.
I have places to be, as you should be.
Stasia starts walking towards the portal like, y'all can ask you questions because I'm gonna light this bitch up, I swear to God.
About 4 or 5 seconds from wilding, but we got this. As far as any other questions about having them, we had mentioned something earlier, and this is sort of an out of character thing. We had mentioned about having them as an ally or them being able to be there for us, I guess, during like the big thing. Are we still really trying to get them to agree to that? We've freed them, we have the book. What other questions do we have for them before they return? I would think Kalo or Zakad, you two can ask the questions, and then Corbin is just there to punch a bitch if she get too wily. If we have any questions.
Tell us what you know about what happened here. About what Bane Ray did to start all of this.
I was sent here as a ruse to give the illusion that my mistress was assisting that pathetic spellcaster. Of course, we knew that the ritual wouldn't work as intended. And when the maggot lost control of his magic, he fled. He fled the city. But not before trapping me here.
Who's the maggot? Why did they trap you here?
The archmage of this tower, Grumph Banner. Puppet of love. She tricked him into thinking he would get ultimate power. But instead, he tore a hole into the abyss and drew the Lords of Chaos through.
What exactly is Lolth's plan here?
Chaos. She cares not what happens to her devoted worshippers. I know nothing more. Splash. And disappears.
Well, went about as well as I could expect. Shall we get out of here?
Comes back through the floor. You suck.
Okay,
that was
well,
truth.
that was uncalled for.
And that was true. I still know that of truth. See, it's not that it's truth, it's just that she believed it was true.
Right.
Okay. So,
Do you think there's anything in here that we could use or need before we go?
There's lots of gear, Anastasia.
Huh?
There's lots of gear in here.
Money?
There's magical.
Your head just comes back
implements.
through the portal.
The
Yeah,
the
wait.
head sorcerer of this city or something.
While you guys go shopping, I'm gonna go find the little monk's room.
So yeah, you can see Anastasia. If you grab some of the gear and stuff in here, it'll be worth like about 1,000 gold. Like the more rarer
Okay.
items.
Shoop, into the bag.
Into the
As you're grabbing that stuff from the workbench, you look past some of it, and there is a small stand on the back of the workbench behind some of the other gear, and it has a spectacular diamond on it.
You just grabbed it with your bare hands?
No, I'm not touching anything.
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
And you feel
Anastasia's mage hand, like,
you feel an arcane connection between that diamond and the magic on the secret door. You think, had you not dispelled that magic, Zakan might be inside here.
just like, that was
Much-
the button that would
much
have
like-
trapped you with the demon, probably in the same circle.
And the reason you know that is because of a certain other prison gem that you dealt with when you released Frazar Blue.
All these
Listen.
very familiar.
It is exactly the same as that one.
Yeah. That's right. Diamonds are for that.
Mm-hmm.
So should we sell this or just leave it?
Would come in handy if we know how to imprison something. Is that something you're capable of?
I have banishment. I can learn maze. I may have learned a few things recently about trying to expand the spell book and things I can do. So I could also do things like maze and other ways to entrap and
If you feel
I
it is
don't know
safe to take, and it could be useful. Otherwise, we should make haste in getting out of here.
just gonna mage hand that as well and see if anything like happens when she lifts it.
Nope.
Okay. She's gonna have them both mage hand and then just trot back to the portal. Like, okay, let's go.
Back through the portal.
Okay. So yeah, you have retrieved Grumfbaenray's grimoire, and you have gathered everything that you need, and you'll be able to look at this later at your leisure, Anastasia. But as you successfully infiltrate here and manage to make your way back through the tower and out without setting off the alarms, only got to fill half of my clock.
Nah.
So before the rumours and gossip spread, you do manage to get back through the Tower of Sorcerre and into the city proper with the grimoire safely covered up and tucked away, and the other little trinkets that you got there. And we are going to finish for today there, but it would be remiss for me to sign off without properly saying that, as you have the grimoire, all that remains is to return to Vizeran. And I mean, you didn't place the amulet in the sanctum as requested, but that was never the plan, so that's that's okay. You have to place the amulet somewhere suitably.
We want to draw.
Yes, that you want the demon lords to appear. You need to return to Vizeran's tower and give him the grimoire. Or
Question mark?
deal with
But-
that yourself.
Or
see what
give
happens
him the
there.
grimoire.
Give him the
Give him the old grimoire.
And we will be heading into the final stages of our campaign, which means I was waiting for you to put headphones on. You don't need them, do you? Okay, which means that we'll be taking our final level up before we do, as the City of Spiders is complete.
Yay!
So, if you could please, in D&D, level up your characters. And once Vizeran is dealt with, our good friend the Maharishi will be joining us, and it's time for a showdown.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, thank you everyone. Absolute pleasure as always. Hey Daisy. I hope that everyone enjoyed that little different style
Oh,
of
great.
play there. It was fun to play through there. And we shall catch up with you all next time as we leave the City of Spiders and head off towards a showdown with a corrupt teacher. Some
It's
payback.
Ow,
Some
ow.
payback for being thrust into the abyss. Okay. Thank you, dear friends. We shall catch up, but let us see who we'll be catching up with as they return to the material plane. Over in the far corner, Corbin.
Robin,
I am
Dallas.
Who are you?
I know. I wait for people to do it every time, and it only happens every so often. But when I am not here on Wednesdays, being everyone's favorite monk and low-level, just ranger, I'm secretly a ranger who is just pretending to be a monk, artificer, druid. So it makes sense. Don't overthink it. But when I'm not here, you can normally find me over on my own channel. Right now, the only thing there is you guys watching the madness that was me fighting Cazador in Baldur's Gate, where I defeated them and then accidentally quick loaded and then had to do it again.
Oof. Oof.
So it's like one of the longest videos on my Twitch, guys. Enjoy those 2 hours. 'Cause I sure did.
I ambushed him without triggering the cutscenes, so I had Astarion with me in the fight.
I got on I do it both times. I don't want to tell everybody it was like in the video. I would prefer you go watch it. Not gonna lie, but
Go for it.
just know I feel a smidgen proud of myself that I technically defeated him twice in a row.
Absolutely. And Zakan, your good self. Probably the most stressed
hello.
from
Yeah. I wound up with like 3 or 4. Par for the course. I am Steven, and I have played Zakan, our Aasimar ranger / cleric / grandma. You can find me here week by week, or you can find me on social media at Distant Shores, where I talk about indie games and Japan, and I write a newsletter about one of those things. It's Japan. And also, I have to roll, so I will see you all next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
I'll just close my camera. I'll
Thank
keep
you.
the call.
Okay, and Caleb.
Friends, hello. Thank you for joining us on this group project known as Blades in the Dark. I am Mike. My government name is Grim and Chat. I have no announcement, but I hope you had a fantastic time hanging out with us nerds.
Thank you kindly. And Anastasia.
Hello. I'm Smallbird Lex. You can find me at Smallbird Lex and Smallbird Art. I am here on Wednesdays. I am on Sir Pfeffer's channel on Saturdays. Back to Void Scourge. It's me, Offbeat Outlaw, Fish Finley, and Quincy's Tavern has actually joined the fray as a permanent guest. So if you guys want to check that out, Quincy's phenomenal if you don't know them already. Super cool dude. Awesome things in the works that I can't talk about yet. I could finally... Oh my god. It's cool stuff's happening, alright guys? Cool stuff's happening.
Can confirm. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. And we are QuestJunkiesUK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs, and we'll be back on Friday with the lovely folks in Jacinta's Tyranny, and then into next week for Tomb of Annihilation. More Out of the Abyss, Candlekeep Mysteries, and Fandelver, and Below the Shattered Obelisk. Thank you, everybody. Do check out the links over here in the Discord is the place to get all the information. And we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. But till we do, let's head off raiding and see who's on at the moment. Let's see. Oh, lots of... Oh, Jesus. Thank you for joining us. Everyone was streaming, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. Let's go and see our friends over at Insomnia Night RPG Adventures in Waterdeep. Yay. Okay, let's go and see what they're doing.
Ooh.
So stick around for the raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we say around these parts, Oyasumi is I.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.